Hi, and welcome to another episode. Seriously, Harry, there's no need to try and scale the gate to Buckingham Palace. Your dad said you could stay there, but you said no. He's such a dimwit, isn't he? Anyhow, let's start off with some positive stuff before we go down a few little roads of discovery. Wasn't it great to see the royal family at the VE80 celebrations? I mean, they always look so stunning, don't they? All of them. They look happy, they look healthy. It was really beautiful to watch. And how gorgeous is Prince Louis? I mean, that boy just brings a smile to my face, as do the other two children. But I just love his cheeky smile, the way he pulls faces, the way that he's a little bit naughty. It just brings life back into perspective, doesn't it? Like, just a time to smile and just be happy. I love that. Children are amazing. Now, let's not forget, it is, it was Archie's birthday yesterday. And isn't it funny? She posted that photo, yes, looking at the sun and the stupid caption and blah, blah, blah. What gets me, there's a few things that get me. Now, do you recall the King's coronation? Harry had to race out because he had to be back for Archie's birthday. I mean, he couldn't have organised a birthday before Archie's birthday or after Archie's birthday, a party. But this time they had a party last week because Mummy and Daddy had to be elsewhere. Isn't it funny he does things just to suit him? Like he really doesn't give a toss about those kids, does he? I mean, why isn't he home for his son's birthday? But he had to rush off from the coronation, didn't he? And another thing that gets me with those children, there's only probably been one or two photos that those kids are dressed beautifully. I don't know about you, but when my kids were small, of course they had their grubby photos where they've got grubby stuff on their face when they're eating and, fun cake photos on their face and pajama photos. But if you're in a privileged position like these two numbnuts and you're going to release photos, would you not have them dressed immaculately, their hair done and dressed beautifully? She never does that. She's scruffy. She keeps her kids scruffy. Harry's scruffy. Like, what are they spending their money on? Well, we kind of know where some of their money goes, don't we? Unbelievable. And Harry worries about his security, yet he got Deliveroo delivered. I mean, there's reports that, he should be worried what's in the bag. I'd be more inclined to worry about what's in the food. Could you imagine him ordering a Vindaloo down the local Indian restaurant and the reception saying, "Oh, Prince Harry's ordered a hot Vindaloo, side of rice and a puppendum," and the chef turning around going, "Pompous Harry? Are you talking about Pompous Harry, the one that's abusing his family? The one that, pretty much murdered his grandparents? Sent them to their graves?" Hand slips in the pocket. "I'll give him some extra salt." Next minute, while you're sitting there watching, having a good old belly laugh, you're watching 8 out of 10 Cats or some good old Catherine Tate, and you're having a belly laugh. That somber reporter comes on with the black tie, and BBC's been interrupted. Harry must be very careful. I mean, he can't be that careful with his life, can he? If he can just order takeout at the whim on a whim. I mean, what about the driver? He could slip him a Mickey or two. Unbelievable. Harry is just unbelievable, isn't he? He's a whiny little rat. That's his Chinese horoscope. I was going to read out a few little bits and pieces of those documents, but there's 600 of them and there's so many golden nuggets in there. I may do some soon, but I'm going to hold off a little bit on that department. I think it's a good idea just to let things simmer for a little bit, if you know what I mean. But yes, VE Day was absolutely lovely. My father was in World War II in Italy. He was a soldier. He had a number of medals. I get quite emotional on days of remembrance for anything to do with past veterans, because I think, it's a generation we are never, ever going to get back, is it? Like, the way they actually risk their lives and we're going to take bullets or worse for their country, it's just so admirable. Like, my father told me many, many stories about the war. He never told me his kill count, Harry. No, he wasn't like that. But he certainly had lots of war wounds, my dad. He had many shrapnel wounds on his back, and he was traumatized. He was a 6'2" man, built like a brick shithouse, pretty tough, but when a low flying RAF base plane would fly over, yeah, his look on his face was a little different, and he hated eating rice because that's all he ate in the war. So he absolutely loathed the sight of rice. But amazing men and women, and you just got to thank them, don't you? Like, who the hell could be disrespectful to anyone that served their country? I think it's absolutely disgusting. And on that note, specifically, isn't it kind of odd? I mean, Harry went on and on about his military service and how proud, and he done 2 stints in Afghanistan, and he deserves this security. I fought for my country. Yet there was radio silence on VE Day. Nothing from Harry. He just shows his disrespect more and more and more, doesn't he? He didn't put out a statement. Nothing. Just radio silence. Like, literally zero. Zilch. Nada. From the so-called ex-soldier. The one that he was really proud of. It's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, lots of countries around Europe have been celebrating it. Did it slip his mind? Harry did not issue a public statement or acknowledge the day. You disrespectful, pompous little punts. I cannot believe it. He remained silent on social media, made no public appearance or comment regarding VE Day. Has he just literally lost the plot? I know you're going to say yes, because we know he's lost the plot, but I have to agree with something with Harry. He does need security against his wife, because you just could imagine how much she's tormenting him, hey? How much she's making him paranoid while he's lying there at night with his mouth open, snoring, probably got a heat pack on his back because his back's hurting from sitting on his video game all day. She's probably going, H, I can hear them coming down the hall. They're going to get us. And his paranoia is spiking. Or she's popped down to the grocery store and, even though she's got her security around her, she's gone home and said, they were following me, Harry. I'm telling you, they want me dead. Your father has sent them to kill us. She is probably going on and on and on at Harry of how scared she is and how her life is so horrible because she married him and everybody hates her. She's the one that's going to end him. She's the one that's going to finish Harry off. He's sleeping with the devil, and the pompous little prick doesn't even know it. Because it's all Papa's fault. It's all his family's fault. It's the UK's fault. They killed my mother. No, they didn't. I mean, people say he ran to the BBC, the people that apparently had something to do with killing his mother, and the BBC interview that she did. But they had their BBC interview when they had their engagement interview. Harry can go run to whoever he likes and whenever he likes. Nobody's buying what they're selling. They are toast. They've roosted their own roost. They've screwed everything up. I mean, I could go into how much their life costs. And when you break it all down and look through their charities, ballpark figures, of course, and what money comes in and whatever, their costs are around $20 million a year. That's not the costs of their little operation they got going as well. How long are they going to be able to sustain the life that they think they deserve? I bet you they're sweating bullets because jam ain't going to cut it. Honey ain't going to cut it. And pancake mix, well, sorry, love. Or shortbread mix. Shortbread mix. Are you kidding me? A 3-ingredient biscuit. I mean, I thought she hated the UK. Why is she making shortbread? Isn't there an American biscuit that she could put out there? Oh, no. She wants to be like English people. She wants to be posh. But she hates the UK. Make up your frickin' mind, you frickin' numbnut. These people are loony. Anyhow, that's enough for me for right now. I did listen to the latest podcast. There is a few things I want to talk about. I'm not going to bore you with it right now. I need to have some sleep. Hubby went in last night for his operation on his gallbladder. So, yes, going to be nursing him for a little bit longer. Poor darling. But I'm not going to call him a fox. Sorry. He's too handsome to be a fox. Anyhow, bye for now.